Can you imagine not getting paid for 4 weeks and literally jet setting to the other side of the world? Well, that's what I did for 4 weeks. So today, let me tell you all the things I did to build such a strong bond with our Brow community to make sure that I was financially set up before my trip, that I was able to comfortably enjoy my trip, and what I did to get back to know that immediately once I touch down that I'm going to be booked and busy again. If you're new here, my name is Anna, where we talk about all things beauty, brows, and lifestyle. And today I'm just going to be giving the new brow artist some tips on what you need to do in order to grow a new business and to maintain a successful business so you can also be on an island for 4 weeks. All right, grab your notebook, have a seat, and let's get into the tea. First things first, you guys hear me say this all the time. You are nothing without your clientele. And in order to build a great rapport, you need to be able to learn how to communicate with your clientele. What does that mean in 2026? That actually means showing up on camera. And I know some of you guys are tired of hearing it, and some of you guys still fight the idea that you can have a faceless account. No, babe, it's just not gonna work. Or if it is going to work, it's going to take you 10 times longer, and you'll never even see that vacation while your coworkers or your colleagues in the industry are jet setting every single month. Okay, so number one, your client always comes first. Communication with them is the most important, and everything is about them. It's not about you. And I had to learn this the hard way. If I had it my way, I would just post my befores and afters, and that's it. That's just not enough. They want to know what you're doing. They don't want to know what you're eating. They want to know what kind of pigments are you ordering for them. It's all about them. So if you are able and comfortable enough to capture those moments, package it up in a way that communicates and answers their most frequently asked questions, you are 5 steps ahead of the game. If you want to continue being mute, or being awkward or not showing yourself at all, you're basically just handing over your dream life to somebody else who's willing to do it. I don't know what else to say. I'm not going to beg you to do it, but I'm just saying if you do, you'll notice a huge difference. If you guys are here on my YouTube, you guys probably also follow me on Instagram, and you guys know I talk to you guys all the time. I talk to you when I'm sad. I talk to you when my dog is sick. I talk to you when I'm ordering or cleaning my tray. I talk to you guys about everything. And in that, you guys feel like you guys have a relationship with me, and I in turn also have a relationship with you. And that's why I'm here sharing all of our secrets. So please get over your fear of being on camera. Number 2, you need to be consistent. Consistent doesn't mean, oh, I'm gonna post for one time a month and then do that every single month. That means you're only posting 12 times the whole year. You gotta be very strategic about that. And in the next video, if you guys stay tuned, I'm gonna break down my exact content calendar that has literally changed the game for me, and it's not going to bring you out, but that's going to be in the next one because this one's going to be too chatty, okay? But please keep in mind, consistency also means frequency. So I want us to start putting that together and really defining what that means. A sweet spot that what I found for people who are building their business, maybe you're still working a full-time job while you're trying to build this business, is showing up maybe about 3 times a week. And I don't want to hear that you don't have content to post, because again, in the next video, I will be talking about that. You will always have something to post. But showing up 3 times a week is just enough to remind people that, hey, like, you're here, this is what I do, and this is the service that I offer, without actually annoying them. But if you're gonna take it hardcore and really, really like hit the ground running, you can also post upwards to 5 to 6 times a week, and we'll talk about strategies next. But you gotta show up consistently and frequently. Number 3 is communicating effectively. This is what people also don't mention when they talk about like showing up on camera. You need to show up effectively, because every time you show up is a first impression for someone you don't know, which is a potential client. So you got to deliver on every single post. For me, there are no throwaway posts. Everything is intentional for a reason. Every opportunity is a first impression of yours. So you got to deliver on answering a question, showing them proof of concept, which is like a before and after. Here is your transformation, right? Or a piece of you that they can leave with and be memorable. Like, oh, she mentioned that she had a dog, or oh, she mentioned that she's a nurse turned brow artist, or oh, something that's memorable about you that's going to stick. Okay, that's going to keep them intrigued, and it's also going to keep them interested and have them stay. So all of that put together is what created a really strong, sticky community for me. When I say sticky, every person that talks about my business to, for example, their sister-in-law, their coworkers, their church mates, whatever it is, If they land on my page from that referral from their friend, because I've implemented these strategies, it's very sticky. They suddenly just find interest and pique interest, even if they weren't interested in my beauty to begin with. Then they stay around for a little bit and I'm able to continue with my strategy and sell them more into our world of our beauty service. So for me, it's brows. For you, it might be lip blushing or eyelashing. The concept is the same because the psychology is the same. They feel like they know you, now more familiar with your work, and now they might actually consider clicking that booking link. So all of that put together was a community that I built before my trip, a community that funded for me to be able to save for this fun trip. And while I was on this trip, I still gave them something, a little glimpse into, whatever island I'm traveling to. And even though it's not part of my beauty brow niche, they were still intrigued, like, wait, that can also apply to me because now I know about this small island in Thailand where I can take my family. I'm still giving and serving the community that I'm sharing my life with. Right? That was how I felt confident enough to be gone for 4 weeks, still obviously have content from my phone of befores and afters of me doing the service, but I also gave them a glimpse of what my life looks like outside of the salon. That continues to deepen that relationship. So when I got back from my trip, 4 weeks later, people still remembered me. I was still part of their conversation, part of their world. And so they immediately booked as soon as they knew that I was available again. Because now what you also did was create weight and exclusivity. People hate when they can't get something right away. So if you're doing what you're supposed to do and you have that strong connection with your audience, the moment you get back, they're like, oh my gosh, I have been waiting weeks for her to return. I've been waiting for so long and here's my opportunity. So I better get in now. And so I found that there was an influx of bookings the week I got back, you guys, and I have the data to prove it. Boop. What I really want you guys to take away from this is just be willing to just implement. Just be willing to be the verb. And I promise you, your life will change where you can take vacations for a long time and not feel burnt out and actually have a lot of fun while you're either building your business or trying to retain and grow your business. You could be anywhere on that timeline, but still have time to yourself and financially be very, very comfortable. And I say this so passionately because I speak to the young nurse that's out there having burnout. I speak to the young lady who's making minimum wage who wish that her life looked a little bit differently because I was there. Again, if you're new here, you probably wouldn't know that I came from very humble beginnings and built 2 salons up in 2 different cities. So that's why I'm confident when I say, if you just implement these things, that this can happen for you too. And the last thing I want to debunk is the idea that you need a huge social following to make a lot of money. I'm sitting at probably 5,000 and maybe 400 followers on Instagram, and I am very financially comfortable. Not saying who, because I have colleagues in the industry, some people who have 100,000 followers who are a little bit worried right now because maybe they just took a break on posting for socials and they forgot some of their values along the way of like how to communicate or what to share and things like that. Not seeing the same earnings. So it is up to you to determine how much you're willing to make and how hard you're willing to work. As our quick little catch up, I want to show you guys a quick little haul on the things that I got in 3 different countries. And a lot of this stuff you're going to see me wear at work because it just looks so cute. And we're going to talk about how you might be losing money by not dressing up to work in the next video as well. So if you want to see this quick little haul, stay tuned and we'll get really into the nitty-gritty in the next videos, okay? So starting off with this, it is an Asian lantern, but how cute. Instead of like the traditional white lantern, it's actually a satin gray silver because I'm just having such a silver moment. And when I push these 2 ends together, it turns into a round lantern. So I'll probably show you guys what it looks like here when I hang it up. Next, speaking of silver, I got these beautiful tennis shoes from Japan. Like, how sick are these? I've never seen anything like this in the States here. So it wasn't as cheap as I thought. It was $130, but again, shoes last forever if you take care of it. And I haven't seen that anywhere in the States. Not to mention too, it's part of my branding colors, which again, we'll talk about branding in the next video. Now, let's get all this stuff out of here, which is a lot of clothing. I always like to say that I wear a uniform to work because I like having a consistent portfolio color scheme on my Instagram. So first we're gonna start off this really cute top. It is a black lace top with a beautiful Chinese oriental neckline and a beautiful button design across the bust. So, so cute. You guys probably have seen me already post that in one of our recent reels. Next, we have this black jacket that I got from Vietnam. So if you're ever planning to go to South Asia, just know, just set aside some money because shopping is so affordable there and everything is so trendy because a lot of the manufacturing, if you didn't know, like for big companies like Nike and even some of like your athleisure wear companies are actually made in Asia. So it's a lot cheaper. So anyways, I got this for the equivalent of like 15 bucks, which is a little bit pricier, but I got it from a place called New Playground, which is a very edgy shopping, like a collection shopping no, it's not a flea market. What is it? A curated boutique style stalls. And so a lot of local designers all congregate there and sell their designs. And oftentimes they're so high quality and so unique. Next, we have this beautiful top. I got this for $4, you guys. And again, it matches my branding colors. It has this beautiful draping detail. Ooh, come on. It's zebra-like, it's a little stone-like, so it just makes so much sense for our studio. And then lastly, we're gonna end with another pair of shoes. They're so heavy, but the moment I saw them, I absolutely love them. They're giving very Mary J. Blige, and let me show you why. They're a huge, chunky boot, and it looks like it's melted leather. It just adds so much texture, and I promise you, I can wear the most boring outfit and throw these shoes on, and it looks like it's so intentional. So the reason why I bring this up, and I keep bringing up, oh, I got all this clothes for work, is because if you look like shit to work, you're not gonna make money, okay? So remember that line and then click the next video to really deep dive into why you could be making more money if you dress nicer. So anyways, that is our quick haul. That is our quick spiel. Let's get into strategy. Let's get into frameworks and let's get into branding in the next one. I love you guys so, so much. And I hope you guys had so much fun here and I'll see you in the next one.